This thing off. All right. Yes. Welcome to another edition of the BFFisodes podcast. This is episode number 9. I'm Ernie Vicente here with Kevin. What's up?
With everything that's been going on, like with all like the Capitol riots and this pandemic and all this stuff going on in the world,
Yeah.
I found myself asking myself one question. What the hell took me so long to watch Cobra Kai? Because it's an amazing show.
That's what
Again,
I'm
I'm
saying.
only one season in, and then just a couple episodes in the second season, but I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And what it was, because at that time, I guess season 1 was just on YouTube, right?
Yeah. The first 2 seasons were on YouTube.
But I couldn't. The way that I kind of got drawn into like all the characters, like I haven't felt that way since this is gonna sound weird, but when I watched Downton Abbey, that's the last time I kind of felt that, that connectivity to the characters.
You watched Downton Abbey?
Trust me, it's one of those, you'll get hooked on it.
Like you watched it with your mom or something? Or?
No. I watched it
by yourself.
Not even Caitlin would watch it with me, but it's a good show. It's a good show. Yeah.
Okay.
But bouncing back to Cobra Kai, you were right. You didn't necessarily have to watch Karate Kid, the originals, to understand what was going on now, which is what I liked, because they did all those callbacks. There was those little corny jokes and everything like that. I just thought it was really well written, put together, all that stuff. Like I hated that Asian guy, the bully.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, is that Tyler?
Yeah. The boyfriend.
Yeah.
Samantha's boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if a show can do that to me, that I know it's a good show.
I know, because it's like it's all fake, but you feel for these characters.
Yeah.
Like
and
you
then
root for Johnny.
When you see the progression of what's the Spanish guy, Miguel. When you see the progression of like from nerd to asshole.
Wait, which episode are you on?
So I'm on the second episode of season 2.
Oh, you're on season 2 already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
I finished an entire season in pretty much one day.
Yeah. You're like Henry.
Yeah. But with a different outcome.
But you actually like this.
Exactly.
You actually like this season.
But yeah, that whole progression of, you just see him as this like nerd who's just trying to not get bullied, to the guy who's the asshole and becomes somewhat kind of like the bully.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was telling the same story with different characters and a little bit of a plot twist. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool how you have like Johnny and Daniel. And here's the thing, for those of you who do not know the show, it's Cobra Kai. It's on Netflix now. All the 3 seasons. They're still doing shows. I think there's another season coming. Season 4 is coming next year. But basically, Cobra Kai is about Johnny Lawrence from the original Karate Kid. Johnny Lawrence is in the Cobra Kai dojo, and he played like the antagonist, and then the protagonist was Daniel LaRusso with Mr. Miyagi, and so now it's from that was in 1984. The Karate Kid came out, the first one, but now it's like 30 years later.
Yeah,
30 years later from 1984. 36 years later. I don't know what the fuck. So 30 years later, they're all grown up now, and Daniel is he's like a successful family man, businessman, and Johnny Lawrence is like this loser who has, he's working dead end jobs with no career. And Kevin, just like this, it's like this podcast. It's you, family man, 2 kids. Look at this, 2 kids, wife, beautiful house in Niagara Falls, where the fuck you live. Beamsville, and I'm here downtown. The roommate. I think there's a mouse. There's a mouse in my room somewhere. It's that's why I like I think that's why I gravitated to. That's why we gravitated to the show. I'm Johnny Lawrence. You're Daniel LaRusso.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah. So now they reconnected after 30 years, and now they're feuding. Except they're like, hey, instead of feuding karate dojos, we're gonna we're gonna make a podcast.
And talk about how our lives are different.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the high school days. Yeah.
Honestly, though, even just to the way that they set it up, how it was like the other side of, like how you saw Johnny Lawrence tell the story of, you know, how he lost his girlfriend, Elizabeth Shue, at that
Yeah,
time.
Allie, yeah.
Yeah, Allie. Then you see that and think, oh shit, yeah, maybe he wasn't an asshole, right? He was just protecting his what he thought was his girlfriend at that time.
Yeah, no, did you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Loosely,
Okay, well, anyway,
yes.
so Barney, who's played by the great actor Doogie Howser. So he in the show, William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence, was, I think he was like his best man or something,
You
or
know
he
what?
was
I
like
think you're
Barney.
right. I remember this. Yeah.
So he was like Barney's friend or something, and so Barney was a big fan of William Zabka, and so William Zabka would be on the show. He'd make like all these cameo appearances, and like every time he came on the show, Barney would be like, um, William Zabka, Johnny Lawrence was always the hero. Daniel LaRusso was the bully.
Right?
Yeah. And then if you look at it, it's like there's like different, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
And
there's
that's
different
exactly
sides
what
you
it
can
did
look
to
at it.
me when you see the other side of it. And you're like, oh, you know what? Daniel was kind of a dick for doing that.
Yeah, but he was I don't know. What do you think? You think Daniel LaRusso was the bully?
I mean, I don't think he was the bully, but I do see how Johnny Lawrence would get upset that time where they were at the beach. Remember when he was trying to talk to Allie,
Yeah.
right? And then Daniel got in the conversation. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think he was the bully. I just think he was not as innocent as he's played out to be.
Yeah, I know. But then again, like Johnny had all these he had the rest of the Cobra Kai guys.
That's true.
You know, like you outnumbered the baby face in Daniel.
I get. Yeah, I guess. But
But in the show in Cobra Kai, it's like you see like different angles, and you're like, oh my god, I like Johnny, I like Daniel.
right, so you find yourself kind of rooting for the, I guess in the original movies, the bad guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then you kind of see how the pressure, I guess, that he was under from the other sensei.
Yeah, John Kreese.
Yeah, John Kreese. So he just made his appearance.
Ooh,
And so I knew that was coming, but if I didn't know, I would be like, holy shit, this is crazy. I loved everything about like the callbacks, like even the things that Johnny
oh,
would watch, like
so good.
Iron Eagle,
Yeah.
right? Like, holy shit,
In the
when's the last
80s,
time
yeah.
you thought of that movie? Right?
Yeah.
Lewis Gossett Jr. or Senior.
No, the best, because I love how they, yeah, when they do the callbacks, because if you see my stand up, that's all I do. I do like 5 minutes of material, and then the following 10 minutes is all callbacks to that first 5 minutes. That's all I do.
Which is I thought one of the greatest jokes that you ever did, or one of the greatest bits. It's not even a bit. Is your whole routine. You started with it, and then you ended with it.
Oh yeah. No, I love that writing. Yeah. So in the Karate Kid, remember when Daniel was cleaning, he had to clean the car.
Yeah,
You're supposed to do like wax on, wax off.
yeah.
You know, and then, so Johnny Lawrence now in Cobra Kai, 30 years later, he has his own student in Miguel, and then so he's basically he's telling Miguel to do all these chores
Yeah.
around the Cobra Kai dojo, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, go go wash those windows," and then Miguel goes, "Oh, Sensei, is there a specific way that I should clean these windows?" And he's like, "I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
It's so
Which is like in that moment you might not get if you didn't watch
yeah.
the original, right? But it was like for me who
Oh,
did watch it, I was
so
like,
good.
this is gold. This is gold.
I love it. And the thing I like about it is like it's so funny, but it's not like a comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Like
this, one of the things that he was doing that I just started cracking up. Maybe it wouldn't be funny to anybody else, but just how technology illiterate he is. Or
Oh my god, it's so good.
exactly. But he was like, he came up when he was promoting his dojo, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey guys, check out this new website. It's www period Cobra Kai period dot or period COM.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he goes, yeah, add some of those hash browns. Put some hash browns on that. Make us relevant.
Yeah, no, I thought again I don't know what the budget is on something like this, but when I first saw it coming out on YouTube, I was like, "There's no way that this can be good." But this is pretty good stuff. If you haven't watched it, give it a shot. Uh, I'm pretty sure you'll like it.
You know, there's all these movies, Kevin, that I haven't seen, and I'm like, even like on Netflix. You know, you have Netflix, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So on Netflix, you know, you put movies into your list. You know, I have all these movies in my list. I'm like, all these movies I'm going to watch. You know, when I have time, and I realized, you know, because like even like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, you know, I haven't seen those, but I was always like, when I have time, I will watch this show or whatever, you know. But then I realized, like, we're in a pandemic, you know, and I'm like, if you're in a pandemic and you still don't have time to watch these shows, there's pretty much a chance that you're never gonna watch these shows
Yeah.
ever, you know.
Again, Breaking Bad was one of those for me where everyone loves it, everyone talks about it, everyone tells me to watch it. I think I probably watched the first episode maybe like 3 times already, just trying to get into it. I know it's a slow burn, but I can't get into it.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah, I watched the first season like a while ago. Like I think it came out 10 years ago. I think I don't know.
Oh, must.
Anyways, so I watched the first season, but here's the thing: at the same time, I was watching Dexter, the show that I really liked.
Mm,
So if you watch both shows, um, it's kind of a similar. They're kind of like similar stories where they're good people, but they're doing bad things because they want to help other people.
okay.
You know, Dexter, he's a good person, but he murders people, but he murders the bad people. So I guess that makes it good, you know. And then Walter White, he's you know, he's selling meth, he's cooking meth and selling it for his family.
So it's the classic. I'm just doing this for the betterment of either my family or society.
Yeah,
Trying to be the good guy, doing the whole what do you call it, vigilante kind of thing.
yeah, like Batman.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to JMO a few days ago, and then he's like, I like how you guys. He's like, you know how he's like, I like how you guys don't really talk about like what's happening. You know, it's kind of like a distraction.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, like you could turn the TV on, or you could hear that anywhere. Look on Facebook, look on Instagram, right? You don't need us to tell you what's going on in the world, so you might as well just do what we do best. Let's try to make people laugh, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the whole point of like even like my stand up. Like I just try to make even like with the show. Like we just try to make people laugh, you know, and we don't know what's happening outside.
Yeah,
You know, like we don't know we don't know politics. You know,
and
even
even if we did, I mean, it's still kind of. I mean, everyone else is talking about it, right? So why, how do we stand out from that? And who's going to listen to us?
yeah, yeah. Like my other friends, like they have like these political podcasts. They talk about like, you know, the right and the left,
Yeah,
left wing and whatever. And then I think if we actually talked about that stuff, it'd be more like, hey Kev, what does this mean? And you'll be like, I don't know. What does this mean? I'm like,
yeah.
Anyways,
It
Cobra
would be
Kai
like
is a
dead
great
air.
show.
Yeah, exactly. And then we talk about Step Brothers or Old School.
Oh, buddy. That's all we can talk about.
There's something about those kind of I get kind of jumping back to like the how you've been meaning to watch certain things, but just can't bring yourself to. Uh, like there's something about those classics that you just go back to, and I don't. I'm definitely one that does that all the time. Where I'll look through Netflix, and there's a whole bunch of things that
Oh
look
yeah,
pretty good and interesting, but then again, I'll end up watching, just go with it, or
yeah,
couples,
yeah.
or
Or like
something
50 First
stupid,
Dates.
51st Date, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
so I have the other one that I wanted to watch was the history of swear words. I think it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know I saw, I only wanted to watch it because I think Nicolas Cage was the first one. I think.
Yeah, yeah. He's in the. I think he's like the host or something.
Is he the host of? Oh, I thought it was just like guest host, and he was the
Well, he was in
first.
the promo.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's Ernst.
Hey, this is the swear words. Anyways, the F word. F is for family man.
So the other day, I was driving Frankie around, and we were going to just running some errands, and she was watching the iPad. And then when I'm in the car by myself, sometimes I'll just do random impressions just to see if I can do them or not, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I started trying to do like the Nicolas Cage, right? And I was
Mhm.
like, Ernie, Kevin, I listen to your podcast all the time when I have downtime on a movie set. I want to tell you that it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And then Frankie's like, what are you talking about, Daddy?
Nicolas Cage isn't real.
The other one I was trying to do is because Frankie watches Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, yeah.
The other one I just obviously I play with these on my way into work. Is like the John C. Riley.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the how's it go? So like, I do a lot of movies. I do I did Boogie Nights with with Mark Wahlberg, and I did Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell.
That's so good.
And then I transformed that to like the Ray Romano. Hey, Deborah. You seen Robert anywhere?
Robert.
I tell you, man, these lonely days here at work are finally getting to me.
I can see it or I can hear it.
Yeah. The one that I really, really tried was the Morgan Freeman, but that one is definitely nowhere near.
It's not ready.
No. I watch this. I get so bored sometimes. Like I look up tutorials on how to do that voice, and the guy's like,
There's tutorials?
yeah, there's one dude just like took me like 3 years to finally get like, and he's got it down pat. Like it's amazing, but yeah, there's no way. There's a certain type of voice that you have to have.
Oh my god. So over the summer we were playing on like PS4, like on this like game chat, right, with like my other comic friends. And so we all watch wrestling, right? So there's about like 5 of us in this group chat. And then back in the summer, Rey Mysterio. That's like this.
Were you talking about the TikTok that you did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, go on though.
So Rey Mysterio, he so he had like, these storylines in the summer. And so in the game chat, we're just at home like on our mics and stuff. So I would just start doing these Rey Mysterio impressions, right? Because he's so he's like not a good actor, you know. So he'd be like, because like Seth Rollins was attacking his family, you know. So he had to portray that he's protecting his family, right? So he'd be like, Seth Rollins, what you did to my family was unforgivable. You should apologize to me and my family, my son, Dominic, my daughter, Aaliyah, and my wife. Right? So So my friends, they were going crazy. They're like, "Oh my god, that's a great Rey Mysterio." I'm like, "Really? I
Pretty
don't
good,
know.
man.
I don't know." Like, I even heard it back. I'm like, I don't know. So I actually bought Rey Mysterio mask. I, I have two. I have two Rey Mysterio masks. Like I bought one on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's like really tight. My head's too big. And then one of them, my cousin Derwin had it because he lives in Newmarket,
Yeah.
and I drove.
All the way to
I
Newmarket?
drove that day. I was like, I called him. I was like, "Yo, do you still have that Rey Mysterio mask from like 10 years ago?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so. Why?" I'm like, "I need it. Can I can I borrow it? I'm gonna make these videos." And then so I put these impressions on TikTok, and they kind of like blew up. Like I think one of them at like 50,000 like
Are you
views.
serious?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so but here's the thing, Kevin. So every time I put like a video of like Rey Mysterio,
Yeah.
a lot of people, because they're all kids. All these fans are kids, right? That's
Right.
their demographic now, right? So most of these are well, 'cause some of the adults they'll be like, "Sick impression, bro," right? I'm like,
Mhm.
"Thank you," right? But the kids actually think I'm Rey Mysterio
Come on, because you have the mask on it when you're
because of the
doing it.
mask. Yeah, they don't know, even
So
though
what did they comment?
it's on my personal TikTok page where like I have like my stand up stuff. Like obviously I'm not masked, and I'll put clips of this podcast, and they'll still be like, "Oh my god, Ray, I'm your biggest fan," and I'm like, "Thank you," But but sometimes it hurts because Kevin, that's the price of fame. When you get viral, you're gonna get some haters, right? So
You got the good, you got to take the bad.
you gotta take the bad. So I have these kids that write, "You're not Rey Mysterio, you suck," stuff like that. Or they'll be like, "Hey, you're not Rey Mysterio. You're like bootleg Mysterio. You're more like Walmart Mysterio." I'm like,
So even though you're doing it for shits and giggles, right?
mm-hmm.
Right? When you read the comments, the bad stuff, how much does it affect you?
Oh, it hurts. It
It
hurts,
hurts,
Kevin.
right?
It hurts, Kevin.
Do you ever respond to anybody?
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, you can't really go after them because they're kids.
Right. Yeah, I
You
guess.
know what I mean? And plus, like, some of them think you're actually Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll comment, but mostly the good stuff, I'll be like, "Oh, thank you," or like, stuff like that. But like,
You don't respond.
I won't respond to like the the haters. Or I'll just put like LOL or something.
Seriously, you should do another one. And again, you could become the next viral it wouldn't be Ray, it'd be like Ernie Mysterio.
Ernie Mysterio.
Ernie Mysterio.
I like that. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I put like a few out there. I'm like, that's fine, you know. But it's like I'd rather get famous over like my stand up than
Yeah,
like
then
this Rey Mysterio impression. Like, I
yeah.
don't even do it on stage. It's not like people are gonna come to my stand up shows and be like,
Where's the
oh,
mask?
those hey those are nice callbacks, Ernie. But do Rey Mysterio. I'm like, all right, let me put on my mask. Hey, what's up, guys? Odale. Viva la raza. Before we head out of here, I want to tell this quick story about Mexico.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio. I was always a big fan of Rey Mysterio and the mask. He has the coolest masks. That's why I'm like I loved buying the mask. I don't regret buying the Rey Mysterio mask because it's such a cool mask, right? So
Yeah.
in Mexico, I don't know if you remember this.
In Cabo, you mean?
In Cabo. I don't know if you remember this. We went to the city. We went shopping, and so all over Mexico they have like these luchador masks, right? So I saw this Rey Mysterio mask, and you saw a Nacho Libre mask.
Right. Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I wanted to buy the Nacho Libre. You wanted to buy the Rey Mysterio, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So we did. So I bought the Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
bought the Nacho Libre, right? Because It was such a cool mask. I loved it. Right. So, all right. So we get these masks from from the city. We head back to our hotel, and we're all excited. We're all excited with our masks. So we're in our room, and I think we're shirtless.
Yeah.
Were we shirtless? It was very hot. It's very hot in Mexico. So we were about to go to the beach, and as we're shirtless, we put on our masks, right? I put on my Rey Mysterio mask, and Kevin puts on his Nacho Libre mask, and we're standing there in the mirror. And I'm much taller and bigger than Kevin. Kevin's is a little guy, you know. So then I was like, actually, you know what? Maybe we should switch. Maybe maybe you should be Rey Mysterio because you're smaller, and I should be Nacho Libre because I'm fatter.
Oh, I remember this. I remember we were dying. We were dying of laughter because then we were like, "Oh yeah, man." I've got that mask. I don't know where it is. It's got to be somewhere. I'd have to dig.
Oh wait, yeah. In July, I actually called you.
Yep.
I asked
looking
you.
for it.
I was looking for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I have no clue where that is. Although if I could find that, we should probably do the next podcast with our masks on.
Welcome to another episode of the BFFisodes. Hola, I am Rey Mysterio.
I am Nacho. That was another. See, that's another one of those movies that you can watch like a million times.
Yeah. I think it's still on Amazon Prime. That I would just leave that on.
Yeah, because there was that was probably the first movie that I realized that Jack Black could sing.
Oh, Encarnacion. Oh.
When the fantasy has ended
and all the children are gone,
something good inside me
helps me to carry on.
I ate some bugs. I ate some grass. I use my hand to wipe my tears. To kiss your mouth, I break my vow. No, wait, Jose. Unless you want to, then we break our vows together. Encarnacion.
Encarnacion. Encarnacion.
We're gonna have to cut that out, or that was horrible.
No. We're gonna leave that in. That's a sign that we have to get out of here.
Oh yeah. It's time.
Well, that was it was a fun edition of the show. Thanks to Kevin and his impressions. Very good impressions. Oh my god, keep working on that Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I'm gonna watch a tutorial later. And thank you to you guys for watching this video or listening on iTunes and Spotify and stuff like that. And as always, you can find me on the internet at Ernie Vicente. You
can find me at KEVVARIAS.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday when we'll have another BFFisode.
Don't forget to watch us on YouTube because, again, that's where it matters most.
Yes. All right.
Toodles.